Hey everybody, welcome to Dorkside of the Nerd. I'm Nick Comics.
And I'm Brand X.
And welcome to our super awesome
Mega Killer Halloween episode. Alright, Dorksiders, thank you very much for coming back to join us for our brand new episode of Dorkside of the Nerd.
Number 3.
Exactly. And in the spirit of Halloween, we'd like to tell you to have a very safe and happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And also in the spirit of Halloween, we want to talk to you right now about all the undead things crawling around in your TV set. And I'm talking about one of the greatest companion series to ever hit the silver screen. I'm talking about Fear the Walking Dead, created by Robert Kirkman, who is also responsible for another great show that you're familiar with, The Walking Dead.
That's right, and it started on August 23rd this year. The first episode premiered, and it followed a dysfunctional family in Los Angeles, California during the first days of the outbreak. I have to say, man, it was great. What did you think, Brandon? What did you like and what did you not like?
Okay, as far as... I thought the show started off really good. I thought that the way, Nick, the main character, stumbles upon, his girlfriend basically eating one of their friends, I thought was really cool. I just... It moved kind of slow at first, which so did The Walking Dead, so that didn't really put me off.
Right.
A lot of people that I talked to kind of were, those are some of the first opinions I heard from people were, oh, it's pretty cool, but it's kind of slow. Like, I knew in the spirit of Walking Dead and that it was the same people that wasn't going to last long. It was eventually going to amp up, and it did. So I wasn't disappointed at all. I'm totally looking forward to, they did actually, AMC did order it for another season. So it was successful, And so, I'm digging it, man. I'm on board. I'm ready for it. I hope it continues for just as long as The Walking Dead has.
Outstanding.
So, what about you?
Well, what I didn't like, the one thing I didn't like about it was that, I thought they were going to get more into where the virus came from or how it actually originated.
Right.
And it still has kind of left us in the dark as to, like, what happened. I mean, was it in the drugs? Was it, how exactly where did it come from and how did it get spread? So
exactly.
That was my big disappointment for it. But they had some really great new characters. Frank Delane as Nick.
Absolutely.
He was great. Coleman Domingo as Victor Strand.
Ruben Blades. Ruben Blades is in there. I mean,
that's right.
He's a veteran, and so it was cool to see him jump on a new show like that.
Yeah, there were some really cool moments in there, and like I said, going back to Victor Strand, I really like him because it's one of those characters. Is he going to be a good guy? Is he going to be a bad guy?
You really don't know.
Betray everybody?
Yeah.
So he definitely has that kind of feel to his character, and I really like that because it's like he definitely shows potential for that dynamic in the group.
Sure.
Where it can separate people or kind of like I really like that character.
Yeah.
And I was, like I said, the pacing, although some people said it was slow, it was going to be showing the first days of the outbreak.
Exactly.
So how would it not be slow? And I think for it to go as fast as it did was kind of surprising.
Oh,
By the end of the first season, it was where it was at. I thought it was going to take a lot longer to get to that point.
Well, once it did pop off, it kept going.
Right.
And that was, like I said, in the true spirit of Walking Dead, it was like it didn't disappoint.
Absolutely.
So,
and they did take a gamble on bringing a whole new group of people that nobody's ever seen or heard of before and throwing them in front of us and people being accepting of those characters and liking those characters. I mean, they took a risk. This is a whole new team, and they didn't know if we were going to like them or not. So I thought that they did very good casting the different characters.
Well, Kim Dickens, the woman who plays the mom, Madison Clark, I mean, she's been in stuff. I think the first thing I ever saw her in was Hollow Man.
Oh,
so
that
was,
that
back
was
in
a good
the 90s.
movie. That was a good
and
movie.
then here recently,
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, exactly.
It's always better with bacon.
Oh, always. and here more recently, she was in Gone Girl. The last big movie that Ben Affleck was in. Yeah, and she was awesome in that. Right. So to see her, step up and be in the show was awesome.
Well, we gave it a big thumbs up right here.
Absolutely.
Dorkside of the Nerd, and
Absolutely.
we hope that you did too. If you haven't caught it yet, you should really check it out. It's definitely worth your time, especially if you're a Walking Dead fan.
Yeah. And be looking for it next August, because like I said, it has been picked up for a second season. So definitely keep your eyes open for it. It's going to be something.
That's right.
Yeah.
Shop smart. Shop S-smart. You got that? It's something that you're not going to hear on Ash vs. Evil Dead, premiering on Starz this Halloween. Due to licensing issues, they can't be called the S-Mart anymore. They've had to change the name to Value Stop.
Exactly, and it seems that the Deadite Army has reemerged, forcing Ash out of the bar, off his bar stool, and back into the fight against the ultimate evil.
Swallow your soul, swallow your soul.
And apparently Lucy Lawless has joined the fight.
That's right, Lucy Lawless. She's actually playing Ruby Noby, who is actually Professor Noby's daughter. And if we remember Professor Noby, he was the one who released the original incantations in the woods that allowed the Deadites to emerge from the Necronomicon.
The man responsible.
That's right. He is the man on the grassy knoll. Anyways, she tends to blame Ash for all the things that have happened to her family with the Deadites, but actually, come to think of it, it's really Daddy's fault.
It really
Daddy's
is.
the one who did it.
It really is. Of course, I wouldn't tell her that.
No, probably not. Her and Amanda Fisher, who's played by Jill Jones, will be doing some Thelma and Louise-style hijinks, going after Ash and trying to kill him for releasing the Deadite Plague. Exactly.
But it won't be so easy because Ash himself has two new accomplices. One will be Pablo, played by Ray Santiago, who is kind of the illegal immigrant that Ash pretty much beats down and makes him be his errand boy.
That's right.
And the other will be Dana De Lorenzo, who plays Kelly Maxwell, who is pretty much like the female version of Ash, only like a lot better looking.
Yeah, but as he says in the trailer.
Exactly, but a major ass kicker, to say the least. So,
but we have been promised blood, gore, chainsaws, and a deeper delving into the world of the Evil Dead. More Deadites and death than we're able to handle. They've even said there's going to be sex scenes, but they're going to be so wrong and so creepy that we're going to be scarred by the end of watching them. I'm paraphrasing, but that's pretty much the general idea.
We can't wait to be scarred.
That's
and it's all coming this Halloween on Starz.
October 31st. Be there or be a Deadite.
Alright, so once again, it is time to delve back into the world of undead stuff and things.
Stuff and things. A Rick Grimes Hallmark moment.
We love you, Rick Grimes, we really do. We love all the Walking Dead alumni, even Carl. Carl's become a badass, and we love him.
Get in the house.
Get in the house, Carl.
Freaking house.
Can you keep an eye on Coral? But yes, the season 6 has begun, and the first episode was bombastically, majorly kick-ass.
That's right. Variety critic Brian Lowry called it an irresistible feast, and Robert Kirkman has said that season 6 is going to be the best, most intense season by far.
Absolutely. Andrew Lincoln even admitted to dropping the script in awe when he was reading for some of the new episodes in this season.
Right.
And Norman Reedus said there will be threats that you wouldn't expect, and even some that you wouldn't even think were possible coming up in this season. So we are more than ready for what's coming, even if the group isn't.
That's right. And if you haven't watched the season premiere yet for The Walking Dead, or you haven't caught up, that is something that you need to put on your list to do, because you're missing out.
Absolutely.
It was the most watched television anything on Sunday night. It beat out Sunday Night Football. And you know, if it beat out Sunday Night Football in America, you got some gold going on.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, if you haven't watched it, whether you like zombies or not, the show itself is amazing.
Exactly. And where we left the group off last time, they were in Alexandria. The group was just settling in, starting to kind of win people over, letting people know that, they'd been out there, they knew what was going on, they knew how to protect themselves, and people were finally starting to grasp that, even to the brutal end of last season. So,
yes.
we're gonna see where it takes them now, and we are more than glad to see that. They had over 1,000 zombie extras that they hired for this season, more than they've used in any other previous season. So that right there should tell you something.
Absolutely.
You know?
And they had a bunch of new people that are going to be coming on this season. Corey Hawkins, he portrayed Dr. Dre in the Straight Outta Compton movie that came out.
Right.
He's going to be Heath, who's a character from the comics.
Right.
Merritt Weaver is going to play Denise Cloud. She's also a character in the comics, and she was actually in the comics in a relationship with Heath. So it'll be interesting to see if they, if they change that or if they keep that the same. And then Salem star Xandam Berkeley, he's playing a mystery role. So they haven't actually released yet who he's going to play, but
only time will tell.
Time will tell.
Exactly, and we are glad to see Lenny James coming back. Morgan, he's a main character in this season, so that's awesome to see him in more than just a couple of seconds here and there. He's actually back. He's in the group. How it's gonna fly between him and Rick is yet to be seen. But
that's right. And I don't think we need any spoiler alerts here to say if you've seen even the trailer, you can see that Morgan and Rick have a problem with their ideologies. That gets explored. But one thing that I don't think gives too much away is that they used a difference between the color shots and black and white shots to show some flashbacks, and I think that was a great nod towards the comics. The black and white aspect, like the comics are all black and white. So
absolutely,
I really, really liked that nod that they did.
And I think that's the first time they've done that as well. So
it is.
That's just really effective, really cool.
Yep.
And but if you haven't seen the premiere, please do yourself a favor. If you're the least bit of a fan of Walking Dead, watch it, because like I said, in 6 years we haven't missed an episode, and it's the best we've seen.
That's right. And if you liked it or didn't like it, go to the page, Dorkside of the Nerd, and, let us know what you thought about it.
Exactly.
Or you can comment below in the video and let us know what your thoughts were, whether you liked it or whether you didn't. We're always happy to hear from you.
But if you didn't like it, just remember that it will change your mind. It is that kick-ass.
That's right. He's doing stuff.
And things.
You don't always get stuff and things. Sometimes you only get one.
Coral!
I think he's in the house. Stay classy, San Diego.
All right, so the feature film we wanted to spotlight in this episode is Rob Zombie's latest film, 31. This brutal story is from what I got from an interview with him when asked what inspired this movie. He said that basically more people go missing on Halloween than any other day of the year. And that was pretty much all he had given away at the time.
That's right. The synopsis that we got now is that not only are people kidnapped on the days leading up to Halloween, but they're held in a place called Murder World, and they have to play a game called 31. And the mission of the game is to survive 12 hours against a group of evil clowns.
Exactly. One of which is played by a horror mainstay. He's been in a lot of different movies, including House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects, as well as the third season of Walking Dead. He portrayed one of the prisoners in the prison. His name's Lou Temple. He is going to be back in this one as, Psycho Head, as one of the clowns in Murder World. So that should be awesome.
Yep, and Malcolm McDowell, who was Alex from A Clockwork Orange, for those of you who have seen that awesome movie, he's going to be actually the star of the movie. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, definitely. And if you remember him, he was also Dr. Loomis in the Halloween remakes that Zombie did as well.
There you go.
Sid Haig, unfortunately, isn't going to be able to participate. Not because Zombie didn't want him, but apparently he couldn't do it due to health problems. He was in the hospital at the time of filming. So regret to hear that, because Sid Haig, he pretty much is kind of a regular, whenever Zombie does a film. So.
Exactly, and he's one of my favorites to see in his movies too. I mean, he's an awesome actor.
Yeah,
totally underrated.
Totally. I mean, he steals scenes like constantly.
Absolutely.
So.
And Rob Zombie has said that this is a boast, that this is going to be the most gruesome of all his works. So, he's done some pretty crazy stuff with House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil Rejects, and stuff.
Exactly.
So, if this is going to be his most gruesome, I'm definitely down.
There may be some cringing down in
right.
watching this, but it doesn't put me off in the least bit. I am so ready to see this movie. I am a fan of his music. I really am. But for some reason, man, it's his movies that really get me. Like, I think he is such an incredible horror director.
Well, and you're not alone. This movie was crowdfunded.
Totally.
I was going to say mostly, but I think it's actually completely crowdfunded.
Right.
Which means that there are a lot of people out there that wanted to see Rob Zombie put out another movie.
Absolutely.
After Lords of Salem, it was okay.
Yeah, it was very slow moving. It wasn't bad. It
wasn't bad.
It didn't keep up the pace of his previous movies at all.
That's right. So hopefully this one is going to be him coming back with a vengeance.
Absolutely, like a total jawbreaker. So we're definitely looking forward to that. Like we said, we regret that we can't give you like a concrete date for its release. All we know at this time is it's 2016. But the more we know, the more you will know, and that's a promise. So keep your eyes open and your ears open for more news on Rob Zombie's 31.
And stay more human than human.
Yeah.
All right, Dorksider, so next up on the list is a brand new segment we got for you called Thanks for All the Memes.
Now, people regularly drop memes on the Facebook group, and since we enjoy them so much, we decided to grab up the best of them and make them part of the show.
That's right. So if you guys have some Dorkside-worthy memes lying around, come on and post them to the group, Dorkside of the Nerd, on Facebook, and they'll have a good chance of making it into our show.
Just like these. Roll it.
Alright guys, so next up on the list is our favorite part of every episode, where we get to knight our new Nerd of the Roundtable.
Exactly. Whether it be for posting, or participating in games, or just showing endless love for what we do here at Dorkside of the Nerd. We really, really appreciate you, and for that we...
Ali Labby, rise now, Sir Ali Labby of the Round Table of Nerds.
We bestow upon you the royalty of nerdom.
Let it be done.
Alright everybody, so as this third episode comes to a close, we wanted to go ahead and bring up our latest top 5 poll for the Dorkside of the Nerd official top 5 list. As you all know, we do on every episode and every week on the show. So, take it away, Nick.
All right, guys, here we go with your top 5 Halloween candies. Coming in at number 5, Bubble Yum. Number 4 was Kit Kat. Number 3 was Milky Way. Number 2, Reese's Pieces, and of course, number 1, nothing satisfies you like a Snickers.
Right you are, Nick, especially when you have a nice cold glass of milk with you.
That's right.
Well, thank you, for everybody who participated in the top 5 and decided to drop us a line and tell us what their favorite Halloween munchies were. So, we do appreciate it, and we hope that you got plenty of those munchies for yourself this Halloween, and enjoy!
Alright, Dorksiders, sadly we've reached the end of episode 3. Thanks so much for joining us this week. We love making these episodes for all you guys.
Absolutely.
Next episode is going to be our Thanksgiving time travel extravaganza, where we're going to explore Doctor Who, Back to the Future, and many more. Also, remember, there are many great shows going on right now, from Arrow to Flash to Gotham, even Doctor Who. They're all going on right now, so check them out if you're not currently watching.
Exactly. And thanks so much to all of you incredible Dorksiders who support and continue to support the wacky little dream we have to bring the Dorkside to the masses. Your support is everlastingly appreciated, and this isn't just our show. This show belongs to all of us Dorksiders, exactly. And we're just getting started.
Yes.
So keep that in mind. Thank all of you again. Have a great holiday.
Subscribe.
And, don't forget to subscribe. Definitely. Get all our new episodes as soon as they drop. And we will see you on Thanksgiving.
And as always, may the nerd be with you.